So, starting a topic that is a vapor pressure. Vapor pressure. What is vapor pressure? Basically, it is a property of liquid. It is a property of liquid. It is the vapor pressure is basically produced by the vapors. That pressure is produced by the vapors at a equilibrium state. Now let's understand the definition, that what they are trying to say, that the pressure produced by the vapors at the equilibrium state, that is known as a vapor pressure. For example, like we are having a container. Now this container is having a lid. Lid means covering, that is covered, totally covered or sealed, and there is a water inside. We have filled a half water inside that container, that is filled. Now when we heat up that container, there the liquid molecules are inside it, so that liquid molecules will start converting or will be changed into a vapors. They will start changing. Just understand that diagram, with the help of diagram, that when we heat up a container, the liquid molecule will start changing into the vapors as evaporation is done here. So the liquid molecule will convert into the vapors. As they are converting into the vapors, these vapors will strike to that lid, that covering. That vapors will start striking to that lid. So as the molecules are continuously converting into the vapors, so the number of vapors will increase in that empty space. The number of vapors when increase, so the vapor pressure will also increase here. The pressure of the vapor will also increase as the number of vapors are increasing. They are increasing, so the pressure of vapor will increase. That empty space will start to fill with vapors. Now what I've done, that these liquid molecules have converted into the vapors, so that empty space is now filled with the vapors. Now the temperature will be more on upper side, like that empty space, on the empty space where vapors are accumulating, like collecting, where the vapors are accumulating. There the temperature will be more. As the space fills, so the vapor start to strike, as they are like the molecules are just converted into the vapors, so that space is now filled with the vapors. Now these vapors have not like space to go out from the container, because that has a covering out, on the upper side. So these vapor will again start to move, or to convert, or to shift into the hot water. Before striking before as they are continuously that water is these water molecules are converting into the vapor, so the temperature of that hot water was low. The temperature was low because all has been converted into the vapors. But and the empty space temperature was more on the upper side, because the vapors are accumulating there, so the temperature will be high on the empty space. So as the vapors start to move again into the hot water, first of all evaporation has done, because the liquid molecules were started to convert into the vapors, so that was evaporation. Now that vapors again started to convert into the hot water because they are not having enough space to move out from the container, so they are again moving in that hot water. They are shifted to that hot water, so they will convert it again into the liquid, so that vapors will again convert into the liquid. What was that? It was evaporation. That first of all the liquid molecules were converted into the vapors, so that was evaporation. Now that vapors are converted into the liquid molecules again, so that is a condensation. Now that evaporation and condensation are equal, they are equilibrium to each other. Evaporation and condensation, they are equal because first of all the liquid converted into gas and then gas converted into the liquid. Now evaporation means that has converted into gas and condensation means that has converted into liquid. Now they formed an equilibrium. That equilibrium is formed when evaporation and condensation will be equal to each other. The equilibrium is formed when the evaporation and condensation is equal. At that point the pressure, that pressure will known as, at that point that pressure will known as vapor pressure. When it will known as vapor pressure, when when there will be a equilibrium formed between the evaporation and condensation, when the evaporation and condensation both are equal, so the an equilibrium is formed between them, so that is that pressure. At that point that pressure will known as a vapor pressure and that pressure will remain constant. So that was the vapor pressure. That at that point that pressure will be at that point when the evaporation and condensation is equal and the equilibrium is formed between them, that pressure is known as a vapor pressure and that will be constant.